At the beginning of the story, we see a lady who has recently gotten divorced. She is going to look at a house in New York City with her daughter. They go to a house. It belongs to a wealthy man and is quite expensive. This house has a secret room called a panic room, which is built for emergency situations. That room has many TVs. These TVs are connected to CCTV cameras. This room is made of thick steel so that no one can enter it. Even with circular light, this room will still have electricity. There is also a phone for making calls, but it needs to be activated first. Her name is Meg and her daughter's name is Sarah. They both move into this house today. This house has 4 floors, where Sarah sleeps on the 4th floor and her mother sleeps on the 3rd floor. Before going to sleep, she turns on the CCTV cameras in the panic room and falls asleep. Then we see some thieves trying to break into the house, but they can't get in because the door is locked. A thief climbs up using a ladder and breaks the lock to enter the house below. This thief's name is Jack. He checks the rooms to see who is in the house. He sees a girl and her mother. He goes downstairs and opens the gate. He has 2 more accomplices. Its name is Junior and its name is Rahul. Rahul is a shooter. Jack tells them, "A woman and child are in this house." Junior says, "But they were supposed to come 2 weeks later. How did you arrive so early?" Jack doesn't want to do this job. He is about to leave. That's when Junior convinces him. He says there's 20 Indian rupees crore, 200 million, in this house. We'll split it between us. Don't worry. We won't harm anyone. Then we see Makio. She wakes up and goes to the room to turn on the light. Then she leaves, drinks water, and goes back to sleep. But the light is shining in her eyes, so she goes back to turn it off. That's when she notices the TV. She sees 3 thieves in her house and they are coming up the stairs. She quickly runs from that room and goes to Sarah on the 3rd floor. Then she takes Sarah and tries to escape using the elevator. These people try to catch them. The 2 of them take the elevator down. The 3 of them also go downstairs. That's when I press the up button again. They're heading towards the secret room. Before getting caught, they both get inside. Junior says, "What if they've informed the police?" Jack says, "No, they haven't made a call yet because if they had, I would have known from the company. I talked to them using some speaker device and say, I have informed the police. They will be here soon." Then Jack gestures to explain that she can't make calls from that room. Then Meg says, "Take what you want and get out." Their voice can't reach inside that room. They write on paper to explain, "What we want is in that very room." Then Meg firmly declares, "Neither will we come out from our position, nor will you be able to enter. We're standing our ground, and you'll have to do the same. I built this room with 12 years of hard work, so that thieves like us couldn't get inside. There's only one way to enter this room. Somehow, they need to get them out of the room." Jack always brings a lot of tools with him. They all start sealing the doors and windows. They both are watching the TV. Inside that room, there are some boxes containing clothes and water bottles. Junior and Rahul try to break the floor of that room. Just then Jack arrives and says, "I built this room. If it were that easy, why would anyone hire me to build such a room?" Then Jack's eyes fall on the cylinder. Meanwhile, me and Sarah try to ask the neighbor for help, but our voices don't reach the neighbor. Jack takes that cylinder near the room and starts making a hole in the room's ventilation. They attach the fire pipe to the cylinder, insert it into the hole in the wall, and then gently turn on the cylinder. Gas starts filling that room. Meg smells the gas from the ventilation, which makes her start coughing. Sarah sees there's a pipeline below. They both breathe through that pipe. Jack says, "If both of them pass out, how will we get inside?" So he tells them to turn off the gas. Meanwhile, Meg is trying to put tape on the ventilation, but the gas is so strong that the tape comes off. Then I search for a light in the room. They are arguing among themselves. Sarah covers herself with that blanket and wraps a cloth around the mug. Then she lights the lighter in the ventilation, which causes Junior's hand to catch fire and the cylinder also explodes. Sarah looks through the pipe and sees a man sleeping in his house. She finds a light and tries to wake him up using that light. Meanwhile, Rahul wants to talk to Junior privately, so he takes him aside. Rahul says, "The situation isn't like before, now the money will be split into 3 parts. Junior reluctantly agrees to this deal. Meanwhile, they are turning the light on and off, and that man wakes up and starts looking. Both of them shout loudly for help, but that man closes his window and goes back to sleep. Their hopes are dashed. Meanwhile, both of them start arguing with each other. I watch TV, there is no one in that room. They are arguing among themselves, and a third companion is also with them. Then Meg quickly opens the gate and looks for her mobile phone in that room. The phone is under the bed. She reaches for the mobile phone, and at that moment, the light falls down. The three thieves find out. All three start going upstairs. Before they arrive, I take the mobile and go inside that room. The three of them realize that she went inside with the mobile, but her mobile phone doesn't get any signal. Jack says she can't talk to anyone because signals don't reach her room. I think logically, in this room, I keep the light on, which means the phone line must also be active, so she tries to pull the phone line wire. Meanwhile, Jack turns to Junior and asks, "Did you do something with the phone line wires? I noticed they seemed different when I checked earlier." They immediately go to cut the main line. Here, MacUster connects to the telephone line and makes a call to her husband. She says, "Help us. 3 men have broken into the house." And at that moment, they cut the main line. Mac feels that her husband has heard her voice, so he will definitely come to help. On the other side, Junior says, "I don't want to steal anymore, I've changed my mind. I'll inform the police tomorrow. Then they will conduct an income tax raid, which will give me about 80 to 90 Indian rupees lakhs after tax deductions." As soon as he says this, Rahul and Jack ask Junior, 80 to 90 lakhs. "So you lied to us? That safe has goods worth over 30 Indian rupees crores." Then Junior starts to leave. Jack says to him, "So this was your plan? You were going to give us less money and take all the cream yourself." Junior opens the gate and is about to leave. Just then, Rahul shoots him from behind and Junior dies right there. Seeing this, Sarah gets scared and her condition worsens. Meanwhile, Mac's husband also arrives there. Rahul catches him and brings him inside the house. Then they start beating him. Jack tries to stop him. Just then Rahul points the gun at him and says, "I am the boss, not you. Do what I say." Jack is forced to obey him. Rahul says, "Take me to that room. You must have many tricks in your mind. Try one of the methods." He has 3 seconds. In the 3rd second, an idea comes to him. Mac TV sees her husband's ID. Rahul starts beating her. Actually, this is their plan so that Mac opens the door. Later, Jack covers the camera with cloth and Sarah's condition worsens. Her body begins to stiffen. She needs an injection quickly. Meg escapes from that room and quickly goes to the 4th floor near the fridge where the injection is kept. She catches him and then starts to leave again. Just then he hears Jack's voice coming from the secret room. "I understand. Both of them are around the room." She quietly goes near the adjacent room. Rahul sees him, so he stays behind the gate. Meg runs, pushes the gate open, and quickly goes near the panic room. Jack already lives there. Before she can think of anything, Rahul arrives. I somehow push him away. Rahul goes into the room and falls. Jack immediately closes the gate. I quickly throw the injection into the room. Meanwhile, Rahul's hand gets stuck in the gate. Meg immediately takes Rahul's gun. Jack says, "I know you have a gun, so throw the gun away and step back." Then Meg says, "My daughter is sick. You quickly give her the injection. Because if she doesn't get the injection soon, her daughter will die." Jack says, "Okay, I'll give the injection, but before that, you have to throw the gun and leave this room." I then go out of the room and downstairs. Then Jack quickly opens the gate, pulls Rahul's hand out, and closes the gate again. Rahul looks at Meg with a threatening expression and says, "Listen carefully. If you leave this house, your daughter will be gone, and if you even think about calling the police, you'll never see her again. I'm not playing games here." Now it's okay, Jack starts doing his work. Meg goes downstairs to her husband. He is badly injured. After a while, they hear the doorbell. Her husband had informed the police. I indicate through gestures that I will handle it. Then she opens the door. 2 police officers are in front. They say, "Your husband called us to ask if you are okay." The police officers want to come inside. I say, "I'm fine. You don't need to come in. All is well at home." Then the police officers say, "You mentioned 3 things on the call. What's the end of that call?" Meg says, "I was drunk and just got divorced from my husband. So I wanted to call my husband to ask him to come home. I have those 3 fun things, but the cops are still suspicious. So they say, if you don't want to tell us in this situation, you can give us a signal." I don't give them any signal. Then the police officers leave from there. Jack resumes his work. He starts opening the safe. Meanwhile, I break the cameras. Gradually, she breaks all the cameras. I lock the guest room door. Jack opens the safe. Inside it are some files worth 22 Indian rupees crores. Here, I am making a plan. She hands a gun to her husband and hides behind. They come out of that room. Because the door is locked, they exit through another door. Downstairs, her husband is sitting with a gun. They start coming down the 3 steps. Meg is hiding there with a hammer. As soon as they come down, Meg's husband angrily turns towards Jack and says, "Leave my daughter." Rahul isn't letting her go. Just then, I attacked Rahul from behind with a hammer. He falls to the lower floor. Jack breaks the glass and tries to escape. Rahul comes back up the stairs. Someone tries to shoot Rahul, but not a single bullet hits him. Rahul attacks him, who is thrown by the gun. Rahul tries to kill Meg. Just then, Sarah attacks Rahul with an injection. But Rahul knocks Sarah down with a punch. Rahul is standing there, with a determined look on his face, about to hit Meg with the hammer he's gripping tightly in his hand.